ECPE Book 2, Practice Examinations, Copyright Hellenic American Union, 2008. Examination 7. This section of the examination tests your understanding of spoken English. The listening section has 3 parts. There are 50 questions. Mark all your answers on the separate answer sheet. Do not make any stray marks on the answer sheet. If you change your mind about an answer, erase your first answer completely. Listening Test, Part 1. In this part, you will hear short conversations. From the 3 answer choices given, choose the answer which means about the same thing as what you hear, or what is true based upon what you hear. For example, listen to the conversation.
Have you tried the new coffee shop on the corner?
Not yet, but I've heard it's nice. Let's check it out.
The correct answer is B. For problems 1 through 17, mark your answer on the separate answer sheet. No problems can be repeated. Please listen carefully. Do you have any questions? Number 1.
I'd like some of those pills for seasickness, please.
Don't forget they make you drowsy, so make sure you're not driving.
No, I'll ask my wife to.
Number 2.
My train leaves at 11. Can I take a bus to the station?
Not if you want to get there in time. Taxi's your best bet.
Number 3.
I saw Matty yesterday. He's rolling in money these days, you know.
Really? I never would have thought that would happen a year ago when he started that company from scratch.
It just goes to show.
Number 4.
All those people there and nobody thought to call an ambulance.
What else do you expect in downtown New York?
Number 5.
Hey, look what I found. 2 bedrooms, quiet neighborhood, and only a couple of minutes walk to the station.
Sounds fantastic. How much is it? Number 6.
Why are you so stressed out?
I'm having my apartment painted, but agreeing a start date is becoming a real headache.
Best of luck.
Number 7.
It's almost 12. I've been worried sick.
You won't believe how much ice was on the roads. It was total chaos. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
You should have called.
Number 8.
Can I help you with anything, madam?
No, thank you. I'm just browsing. Maybe later. Number 9.
She told me she stayed up all night cramming for it, but still she flunked it.
She should have studied all semester. It's no wonder.
Number 10.
They scored in the last minute of overtime. All it takes is a second, and all your dreams turn sour.
Well, there's always next season, I suppose.
I guess so.
Number 11.
Have you decided how we're getting to Vancouver?
Well, my car's been playing up, but the plane is so expensive. I'm looking into going by rail at the moment, and we'll see.
Number 12.
Leaving so soon?
I'm off to visit my mother. She's been feeling off color recently.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Number 13.
I'd really love to go to Paris. Is it expensive?
Yes, but not compared to Tokyo or London.
Thanks for the tip.
Number 14.
The book says you should boil the pudding for 30 minutes.
My mother never left it so long.
Well, we don't have her recipe, so let's make do with this for now.
Number 15.
Does this path lead to the lake?
I'd go back to the fork ride at the last bend. Then, if you follow the stream, you can't go wrong.
Oh, I remember it. Thanks.
Number 16.
Excuse me, where are the soft drinks?
In the next aisle, sir. Right next to the windows, you can't miss them.
Thanks.
Number 17.
I wonder how Mary ever managed to lose so much weight so quickly.
Beats me. End of Part 1. Part 2. In this part of the test, you will hear a question. From the 3 answer choices given, choose the one which best answers the question. Example.
Let's agree to meet at 7:30 then.
The correct answer is A. For problems 18 through 35, mark your answers on the separate answer sheet. No problems can be repeated. Please listen carefully. Do you have any questions? Number 18.
How come I wasn't informed about the meeting?
Number 19.
Couldn't you have told me a little sooner?
Number 20.
When was it that you said she's coming?
Number 21.
Don't you have to hand in your project today?
Number 22.
You're still in the office? I thought you'd have gone home by now.
Number 23.
You should have been more direct with him.
Number 24.
How much longer do we have to wait?
Number 25.
Have you called about that apartment you wanted to rent?
Number 26.
Excuse me, could I reschedule my appointment for tomorrow morning?
Number 27.
If I arrive at the airport late, will I have trouble finding a taxi?
Number 28.
What's Mary going to do if she doesn't get the promotion she was promised?
Number 29.
Shouldn't we call the airport first to find out if the plane's scheduled to arrive on time?
Number 30.
You should have called to make an appointment with those customers today.
Number 31.
Let's get straight to the point.
Number 32.
Thank you very much for coming here. Can I offer you a cup of coffee or something?
Number 33.
Which project do you want to begin the discussion with?
Number 34.
The highway's being repaired, so it'll take ages to get to the convention center.
Number 35.
Is it true that the board of directors has approved a bonus for all employees?
End of Part 2. Part 3. In this part, you will hear 3 short segments from a radio program. The program is called Learning from the Experts. You will hear what 2 different radio guests have to say about 3 different topics. Each talk lasts about 2 minutes. As you listen, you may want to take notes to help you remember information given in the talk. Write your notes in this test booklet. After each talk, you will be asked some questions about what was said. From the 3 answer choices given, you should choose the one which best answers the question according to the information you heard. Remember, no problems can be repeated. For problems 36 through 50, mark your answers on the separate answer sheet. Do you have any questions? Segment 1.
As new technologies take root, new forms of communication become popular. A few years ago, blogging was not even a word in the English language. Now, it is a worldwide phenomenon. Jackie Hertz comments on the Japanese experience.
Although English speakers outnumber Japanese speakers by more than 5 to 1, slightly more blog postings are written in Japanese than in English. Of all recorded blog postings in the fourth quarter of last year, 37% were written in Japanese, 36% in English, and 8% in Chinese. This was not an aberration. In the past 3 years, Japanese has been running ahead of, or about even with, English as the dominant language of blogging. About 130 million people understand Japanese, while about 1.1 billion understand English. Stan Riley.
Before blogging became popular here, the Japanese had used personal computers at home to keep electronic diaries. Before computers, there was a strong tradition of keeping pen and paper diaries, encouraged by schools. The diary habit runs so deep in Japan that it transformed the craft of blogging from an American-style lecture to a Japanese-style personal narrative. Another important reason for the high volume of blogging in Japan is the triple convergence of sophisticated mobile phones, ubiquitous high-speed wireless networks, and long rides on commuter trains.
Blogging in Japan, though, is a far tamer beast than in the United States and the rest of the English-speaking world. Japan's conformist culture has embraced a technology that Americans often use for abrasive self-promotion and refashioned it as a soothingly non-confrontational medium for getting along. Bloggers here shy away from politics and barbed language. While Americans blog to stand out, the Japanese do it to fit in, blogging about small stuff, cats and flowers, bicycles and breakfast, gadgets and TV stars. Compared with Americans, they write at less length, they write anonymously, and they write a whole lot more often.
About 40% of English-language bloggers said their primary goal was to raise visibility as an authority in my field. Only 5% of Japanese bloggers said that was their primary motivation. Instead, they said they blogged to create a record of their thoughts and of information they have collected. The Japanese are about 5 times as likely as Americans, the British, or the French to read a blog every week, but far less likely to act on what they read.
It is predicted that in the United States, as mobile phones and wireless networks improve, blogging will, in effect, become more Japanese. That means constant connection to one's blogging device while writing shorter but more frequent blog postings. It also means less chest-thumping about wicked politicians, less trumpeting of one's expertise, and more chatty postings about cats, kids, and lunch.
Number 36. What does the speaker say about people who blog? Number 37. Where does the speaker imply that the Japanese do a lot of blogging? Number 38. What is one reason the speaker gives for Japanese people wanting to blog? Number 39. What is implied about American bloggers? Number 40. What does the speaker foresee as the future of blogging in the US? Segment 2. As science explores the world and universe around us, we begin to get an increasingly more accurate picture of the processes involved in their formation, processes which continue even today. Martin Sellers has been finding out about a particularly alarming scenario.
Geologists are telling us to get ready for the big one. It's already happened once, several times in fact. But now the evidence is pointing to another cataclysm of literally earth-shattering proportions. This time the focus is not on outer space, with meteors tumbling through the atmosphere to smite the Earth with yet another mass extinction. Instead, all eyes are on a lovely part of the U.S. famed for its beauty, Yellowstone National Park. For lurking in the depths below is a supervolcano. Marina Ingus reports.
The term supervolcano is used for a form of volcano that produces the largest and most voluminous kinds of eruption on this planet. The volume of ejected tephra is enough to radically alter the landscape and severely affect the global climate for years, bringing on what is called a volcanic winter. One such event occurred at Lake Toba in Indonesia 75,000 years ago, with a volcanic winter estimated to have wiped out 60% of the human population of the time. In historical times, the Tambora eruption of 1815 was the largest in recorded history, but the largest eruption of all time occurred at La Garita, Colorado, not that far from Yellowstone.
Yellowstone is believed to lie on top of one of the planet's few dozen hotspots, where molten mantle rock is forced to the surface. Within the past 2 or so million years, it has produced 3 massive eruptions, up to 2,500 times that of Mount St. Helens in 1980. The first 2.1 million years ago, and the last 640,000 years ago, which spread layers of ash over most of the North American continent.
Judging by historical intervals between its large-scale eruptions, Yellowstone should be due for another one anytime soon. Scientists monitoring the area are looking for any indication of variation in the magma chamber located far beneath the caldera. Seismic recordings from the area are closely monitored for warning, as is the height of the ground, which rises and falls as the supervolcano breathes.
The consequences of a major geological event at Yellowstone are almost unthinkable. Volcanic ash and pumice would cover vast tracts of agricultural land, destroying crops and making them unusable for years. Clouds of gas and dust would obscure the sun, bringing down temperatures throughout the planet and changing the environment for years. From an age of global warming, we would enter an age of global cooling. Fortunately, for the present, the Yellowstone giant still seems to be sleeping.
Number 41. What is the speaker referring to when he says the big one? Number 42. Where did the largest eruption in recorded history take place? Number 43. How many years ago was the last major eruption at Yellowstone? Number 44. What makes scientists think there might be another eruption in the near future? Number 45. What does the speaker think is likely to happen in the near future? Segment 3. Nowadays, we take so many things for granted that it's easy to forget that some aspects of our daily life were once completely unknown. Even the common alphabet is a relatively recent invention in the course of human history. Martin Kirby looks at some new evidence concerning the history of writing.
Until recently, the earliest forms of writing were believed to have come from Mesopotamia, where scribes used cuneiform to record the annual harvests and, most importantly, to detail the palace accounts and compile taxes. In this way, writing helped foster the beginnings of urbanization by playing a major role in the administration of large settlements. This in turn influenced other nearby cultures, such as that of Egypt. What many do not know, however, is that writing also began perhaps earlier still, in China. Ansa Li reports.
Writing has been around in China for thousands of years. Not the alphabetic writing that we know, of course, whereby each sound is represented by a letter or combination of letters, but by pictographs or picture symbols, whereby concepts or words are represented by symbols. This form of writing has an ancient history, but recent findings seem to indicate that it may have begun 2,000 years earlier than previously thought, after 8,600-year-old tortoise shells were found in China with signs carved onto them.
The signs found on the tortoise shells bear a close resemblance to pictographs common in the Shang dynasty, dated from the 18th to 12th centuries BC. The shells were discovered buried in graves dating to the late Neolithic in Henan province in western China. There were 24 burials, radiocarbon dated to between 6600 and 6200 BC, many which were accompanied by the marked shells. So far, archaeologists claim to have deciphered symbols corresponding to those for numbers 8 and 20, as well as ones for eye and window, based on comparisons with the later Shang script.
Some scholars are not convinced and urge caution, concerned by the 5,000-year gap between the Henan signs and the Shang pictographs. They also question whether the Neolithic culture in Henan was complex enough to have required a writing system, preferring instead to suggest a shamanistic function for the carved shells, since many were found containing pebbles and may have had a ritual role.
However, even these skeptics admit that signs crop up regularly on ancient sites all along the Yellow River area, spanning the period between the two cultures, and that as yet no satisfactory account has been put forward to explain them. Certainly, there is no doubt that symbols representing writing appear very early in China, and perhaps further evidence will allow these ancient peoples to speak to us.
Number 46. What does the speaker say was significant about writing in Mesopotamia? Number 47. What was found on the ancient tortoise shells? Number 48. How did the Shang script help archaeologists? Number 49. Why do some scholars doubt the interpretation of the Henan signs? Number 50. What does the speaker seem to believe about the Hanan signs? End of part 3. End of the listening test.